Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of Nation Wave, and this is day 12 of the November daily draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from Ellen Dugan's Witch's Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so today we will go there. And our card today is the Hanged Man. So maybe we need to get a new perspective on something. Maybe the way we've been looking at a situation, maybe we've been looking at things, maybe looking at ourselves, is not been providing the answers, the revelations, the guidance that we've been needing. And maybe we've been looking at it the wrong way, or slightly the wrong way, or we need to change our perspective. So maybe we need to look at what we need to do in order to get a fresh viewpoint. Maybe we need to take a pause. It's often the hanged man is just literally hanging about, but it's a pause with a purpose. It's a pause to gain new perspective. So maybe we need to sort of realize, that maybe my perception, my perspective, the way I'm looking at it is wrong. The way I'm looking at the situation, the way I'm looking at myself is not quite right. It's maybe a bit too skewed to see the real picture, or to see what I need to see. And I'm not quite in the right position, sort of spiritually, mentally, emotionally, whatever, even physically, to get, we need to be able to be willing to do what we need to do, even if it takes us a bit out of our comfort zone, in order to gain that perspective. I mean, the ravens here look, almost with the pentacle here, look, that can bring this new revelation, but maybe we will see it from this new perspective. The raven, of course, being a magical symbol, raven and particularly bringing messages, and maybe to get the message that we need, to get the insight that we need to change our position slightly. We need to try and look at it from a different way. Look at it, try and think of a new way, or ask the universe, at least the universe, whatever it is. I say the universe often as a general coverall for deities, spirit guides, whatever, depending upon whichever spiritual path you follow, or your higher self, or just, if you whatever it is. I'm saying that the universe, ask the universe, ask to help you gain that insight, by helping you to gain a new perspective. And maybe the universe will bring to you something that will help you gain, maybe that the message itself will help you gain, maybe a message coming in some form or other that will be brought to you, that will help you to see things from that new perspective, to get the enlightenment, as here represented by the halo around the head, that you gain that enlightenment, you gain that fresh knowledge, that insight that you need. So what this card is saying to us at the start of this weekend is that maybe there's something that you're looking at, not quite say the right or wrong. I mean, there's different ways of looking at things, and I used to say which one's right, which one's wrong. But in order for us to gain what we need to gain at this time, we need to change the way we're looking at it. Okay, for this moment, that if we change it and look at it in a different way, we will gain the insight that we need. So, and it's just getting that right perspective, and that's why we need perhaps the help of the universe to help us with that, because sometimes we're thinking, well, how do I gain that that correct perspective? And it may just be trying to ask different questions about it from a different point of view. Try and be a bit more objective. As if somebody pretend that you're an outside person to the situation looking in. How would you view it? What change your perspective on that kind of way. There'd be different ways in which to do so. There may be something that you'll read, something that you'll hear, something that you'll see that suddenly strikes a chord and starts off a chain of thought that it changes your perspective, and it'll be like, oh, I never thought of it that way before. And that's a signal that your perspective is beginning to shift, or there's a potential shift of perspective, of course. I mean, you could then suddenly say, well, I never thought of it that way before, and I'm still not going to think about it. But that's up to you. But maybe but don't be quick to reject this new insight just because maybe it challenges you in some way, and because it may be the very thing that's going to bring you the insight that you need to be able to move forward. Okay, so let's see what oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. And we'll go. You could even ask a trusted friend of their opinion, gain some insight from somebody else's perspective. Watchtower of the South. Summer. That now, obviously, we're entering winter in the northern hemisphere at least. But I think this means that the blooming, the revelation, will bloom, will spring forth, will be at its fullest, will be bright like the summer to me. When we gain that perspective, we will see it in a new way, and it will be like the bursting forth of like a flower revealing itself, like this sunflower here that represents the summer. That it will be like the brightness of summer, the illumination that we will gain when we get this fresh perspective. And I think that's what the cards are saying to us today. So let's try and change that perspective where we can. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 13. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.